two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on the fourth-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Tulane's offense has the football first here today. Got a quarterback here who was really dialed in the last game. Incredibly efficient performance. Let's see if he can duplicate that again today.
Yeah, he just seemed to be in that zone. You know, like you said, every decision was very solid. Put the ball right where the receivers can make a play. I think that's the important thing today. Going up against a defense that has great athletic ability. Just continue to make those good decisions. Be accurate with the ball. And he's got another chance to have another great day.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. We know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Looking to pass. It's Stewart. He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. He's got the first and still going. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10. Textbook opening drive in a hostile environment. Now let's see if they can punch it in as the crowd gets really cranked up. Here's the handoff on first and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Just down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Snags the quick throw. Touchdown, Green Wave. Great connection there for 6 points.
Well, it's a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. So Alabama's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Well, Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Grab by the receiver. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. The punt team making their way on the field.
Well, that's not going to be enough for the first down. I guess the only positive takeaway is it does give their punter a little bit more room now to be able to get this punt off safely.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action and really keep the defense up.
Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. The defense scoops it up. Right Springer over the right side. Hill and they chase him down. Touchdown. Crimson Tide. A scoop and score. And this place is going crazy.
Not only are they able to come up with some points of their own, now the defense on the other side comes up with a turnover and a touchdown to tie the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. There's the handoff. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. Receivers are bunched together. Back to throw. It's Stewart. The pass is complete to the tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain will spot the ball at the 31. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. And looking to throw now on first down. Catch made on the out route. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit it bigger.
The offense will stay on the field for this 4th down attempt. As a design quarterback keeper. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they check him out. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Barber. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. Let's take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They tackle it. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. The offense sets up with a first and goal. Receiver makes the grab, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Let's it fly to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. To throw, it's Stewart. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away. Now it's second down here. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. Caught quickly. Finds room at the 30. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
When the defense sits back in a zone coverage, good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it. Incompletion makes it second down. Back to throw again. On the move now. There's contact on the throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
They'll hand it off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looks left and finds his target there. Enough to convert on third there. So first down from the 12 now. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. The defense all over. They stop right at the line.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Who makes the grab? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Coming up, second down and goal. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Back to throw. It's Russell. The receiver grabs it. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Looking to throw here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Can he make it to the marker? Running through the tackle. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
We'll see what he can do with the return. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense swarm to the pass rush? A sack. First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Hayes. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Grab near the sticks. It's Hayes. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. One explosive play has this offense set up just outside the red zone now with a 1st down. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. The pass is intercepted. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. So they'll start this drive with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. To the air, it's Russell. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. He's brought down but not before crossing midfield of the 42. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Short throw complete to the tight end. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Second down after that previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Defense not pressing this time. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 31 after the incompletion. And he's back to throw again on 2nd down. Catch is made down the middle. Touchdown, Alabama. They couldn't stop him there.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. You'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. And it's a direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
That's a good read. Got it a little bit closer to that first down and a nice chunk. Now, I bet before too long, we're going to see that quarterback pull it.
He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They bring him down, a chance to turn that into points just before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw. It's Russell. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. With the catch, it's Edwards. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. They get the second half started with a running play. Great move in the open field. Right down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. That run good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. Scanning the field. It's Russell. That's caught. It's Adams. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A new set of downs after that completion. He hands it to the back. A change of direction. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's reeled in. It's Edwards. He finally makes the stop, but a huge gain sets up a 1st and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, tied to put them on top now.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. First down and more. He's still running. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. They'll hand it off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Third down coming up after that running play. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Inside the 25. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice first down.
Handoff from the shotgun. End zone ahead, and he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they'll set up for the PAT. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Turner looking to make a play here. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Looking downfield. It's Russell. He pulls in the catch. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks in the bar, and it's a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Lets it go quickly. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! Broken tackle. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. There was no catch in the meantime.
This is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They'll run it to the right side. Across the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So quickly all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. Second and and 10 off the incompletion. Ball at the 36 still. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo.
The QB throws his third pick of the day. He's bringing it back. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Bama. And a pick six. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving in some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Man, he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught by the receiver. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. He's going to pull it down and run. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but the gain sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. From the shotgun. Drops back looking for an open man. On the move, but can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Grab down the middle. It's Hayes. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Tulane. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field for a very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver.
And they've got him behind the line. The 2-point try fails, and they can't get any closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. To throw, it's Russell. Catch made on the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Second down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. Breaks into the clear.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Alabama. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play. That's a highlight play stands in the pocket, delivers a strike even though he knows he's going to get pounded.
Yeah, for young quarterbacks, when coaches talk about pocket presence, this is exactly what they're talking about. He stood in there and made that throw, not worrying at all about taking the hit.
And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. He can go! Finally bringing him down, but what a return after the takeaway. How's this for starting field position? 1st and goal from the 2. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. Back to pass. It's Russell. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. Interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. So backed up to their 5-yard line and 2nd and long. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Touchdown, tied. Pick 6 could be a game changer.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Tulane offense is back out on the field now. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Back to pass. It's Stewart. Grab near the sticks. It's Hayes. Good enough for 1st down yardage. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here...
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Could take it all the way. Powering through a tackle. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Breaks free. Keeper for the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Crimson Tide, as they put 6 more on the board.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Tulane, 34.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Green Wave offense back on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short game. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Breaks free. He's got the burst and still going. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's Hayes. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
At the 38-yard line.
To throw, it's Stewart. Caught near the sticks. It's Hayes. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. It's another deep shot. Freshman shows inexperience. Lucky it didn't get intercepted.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He cannot escape. It's a sack. So here they come on fourth and long. If they can't convert here, that sack could be the decisive play in the game. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. Looking for a gap. It's Riley. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Offside. Defense.
The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.